adaptive triggers, and even the speaker are perfect to use here. And they make dodging those hundreds of particles considerably more fun. Yeah, even with a bunch of upgrades, the first boss absolutely kicked my ass. Let's move on to a game I can handle better. Ghost of Yotei has an incredibly gorgeous world, and exploring it is super enjoyable too. Following birds and animals to find points of interest never gets old, and I love that your horse speeds down when it rides the white lotus flower. It's a small detail, but it makes traversal too. And I don't know about you, but I really love little cool snack gimmicks, like when you forge weapons, light campfires, or cook. By the way, the combat and weapon variety is a big step up from Ghost of Tsushima,
Please don't be
and
from
a
a
few months
carrot.
ago, they dropped Ghost of Yotei Legends, the free 4-player co-op update. So if you haven't picked this one up yet, speaking of which, Ghost of Yotei is $20 cheaper on instant gaming. You can also save at least $5 on these PSN gift cards, which you can use to buy games directly on your PS5. Personally, I wait for the game I want to go on sale, and I get it using these gift cards that I already saved money on. Games are getting more and more expensive, so we have to be smarter. Now, if you happen to have a PC too, you're in for a treat, because aside from saving $10 to $15 on all the latest releases, there are tons of games that you can grab for dirt cheap. We're talking less than $5. So go ahead and click the link in the description, or scan this QR code, and save tons of money on all the games you want. Alright, now let's check out the third game you should play. Resident Evil Requiem has two playable characters. Leon, the iconic badass who tears through zombies like they're nothing, and Grace, an autistic FBI agent who has to run from a bunch of big ugly freaks. Yeah, that's one of them. Not gonna lie, her parts are pretty scary. Oh, and you can turn on gyro aiming to use the dual senses motion sensors that have even more precise aim. You know, like this, instead of aiming with the analog stick. The problem is, when I panic, I can't aim for shit. In the EO3, you can make any build you want, and most importantly, you can switch between samurai and ninja styles on the fly. I prefer samurai, honestly, just because whenever I switch to ninja, I die pretty much instantly. Anyway.
I know you're gonna be up to this. I got $50,000 billion. Yep.
Yeah. First samurai, honestly. Just because whenever I switch to ninja, I die pretty much instantly. Anyway, the world is way more open than in the previous games. There are these big exploration areas full of enemies just waiting to ruin your day.
What?
If you're into co-op, you can bring up to 2 friends along. Which honestly just means 3 people dying together instead of one. The next game you should check out is Pragmata. Or, you know, since it's a Greek word, Pragmata. And it means things. Well, technically, it also means deeds or acts. Like and subscribe for more useful specs. So, in this game, if you just shoot enemies, you'll barely do any damage. But the little girl on your back basically hacks their armor by solving these puzzles so you can identify their weak points and rip them apart. It's pretty fun. Yeah, baby. We did it. For me, Guardians of the Galaxy is a super underrated game. I've never even seen the movies, and I had a blast playing this hilarious game. Seriously, writing is top-notch. Oh, and the soundtrack is excellent. It's basically all the songs my dad used to play in his car when taking me and my brother to the beach. I also like how the choices you make lead to different gameplay sections. Those are replayable too. This is one of the rare games I played at 30 FPS, by the way. Just because quality mode looks incredible. Guardians of the Galaxy is on PS Plus Extra. Give it a shot when you have the time. Death Stranding 2 might not be for everyone, because you kinda have to find delivering packages fun. But even based on my own experience with Death Stranding, the sequel is better than the first game in pretty much every single way. There is more action, the world is even more beautiful, and if you like sci-fi stuff and want to face scary BTs, extreme weather conditions, and natural disasters, just to watch Staff Shower, Death Stranding 2 is a must-have. Now, if you're looking for a game that'll keep you busy for pretty much the rest of the year, then Crimson Desert is what you need. I mean, it takes at least 60 hours just to unlock the main mechanics, let alone explore this insanely massive world. The combat system allows you to pull off some crazy wrestling moves too, which is dope. Now, if you're a regular, then you know I always keep it 100. And when it comes to Crimson Desert, you might want to play it on PS5 Pro or PC if you have a good one. Because in terms of performance on base PS5, it's pretty bad. But hey, if like me, you don't mind the shitty frame rate, as long as the actual game is good, then you'll love Crimson Desert. Next, we have a shooter set in a ruthless, scary, radioactive place called The Zone. Stalker 2 is insanely atmospheric, and the dual sense support is excellent here too. It makes The Zone feel even more terrifying. I think I'm 50
At
or maybe
this
60
point, I
hours
tried
in,
it.
and these bloodsuckers still scare the hell out of me. Luckily, PC and Xbox players have stopped it too back in 2024, but trust me, based on the terrible state of the game at launch, it's a good thing that PS5 owners only got to play it after the desktop is reviewed. After over a year in early access, Hades 2 finally released on PS5 in April. And if you played Hades 1, then you know this is easily one of the best roguelikes ever. There are more weapons, more good variety, and the gameplay is as addictive as ever. Yeah, this glitch turned me into a sheep. I was saying, the game is so addictive, you'll keep saying, just one more run, until it's 3 a.m. and you have work or school in a few hours. Alright, now let's have a look at slightly older games that every PS5 owner should play. Demon's Souls is the first PS5 exclusive.
Yeah, there has
And I loved it so much that I went back and visited my Dark Souls 3 playthrough, beat it, and then, Elden Ring came out, so I beat it too. I just wish these games looked as good as this remake. Seriously, you would think this game is almost 6 years old. Check out these jiggly butt cheeks. I don't know, I can't get over the fact this game still looks better than most 2026 games. Alright, let's change things up, because next, we have a platformer. Astrobot is probably one of the best PS5 exclusives you can play right now. Maybe just by looking at it, you might not think you'll like it, but trust me, give it a shot, and I assure you won't regret it. The way it uses all the DualSense's features takes the whole experience to the next level. I made my brother, my wife, and even my dad play it, and they all like it. That's usually the kind of stuff only Mario games can do. And Astrobot is full of references to the PlayStation universe, all the way from PS1 era games to the most recent ones. I mean, it won Game of the Year 2024 for a reason. Alright, next up, we have God of War Ragnarok. The direct sequel to the 2018 Master
Stop forming
better
this
content
and
and more angles, right? Now, you might see this as an insignificant detail, but for me, seamless transitions from cutscenes to gameplay make a game so much more immersive. Also, having zero movement speeds is the icing on the cake. And if you're stuck on solving puzzles, don't worry, your companions will figure them out before you even get a chance to think. Aside from looking like a Pixar movie, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart has some excellent games. I really like how every weapon has its own unique feel. That's probably why I kept buying new weapons and switching loadouts. And don't let the art style fool you. This game isn't really for little kids. It can be quite challenging at times, and I love that about it. Last, but certainly not least, we have Spider-Man 2. You get to play as both Peter Parker and Miles Morales this time, and traversal is even more fun thanks to the wingsuit, as well as a bunch of new abilities to unlock later on. Don't be like me. Learn the best combos so you don't get your ass kicked by these criminals. Seriously though, if you like superheroes and all that stuff and you have the PS5, Spider-Man 2 is simply a must-have. I did my best to make the list as varied as possible, so hopefully I helped you find at least 2 games that will keep you busy until 2086 comes out. For more recommendations from a real person who actually played video games and not some AI stuff, make sure to subscribe. And if you look at the game with a friend, stay tuned. The Let's Go Up Games video is coming next, so bring someone along. Now let's have a quick look at the Damon Grail the Fall of Avalon's Team E winner. Congrats! Leave a comment to claim your key. This has been Hitman89. Have a good one. What's up, everyone? It's Hitman89. Hope you're having an awesome day. If you love games with big more, then you come to the right place. Today, we have the best open world games to play on PC. Some of them are also available on console, but we're talking about the PC exclusive. Windrose is a PvE survival adventure game in the age of piracy. You can also play it solo, which is what I did. I made this hobo looking dude that the first few hours were rough. I ship contract on a random island, which is how the game starts. But as I was trying to collect some wood and food, I got killed by a bunch of boars, giant birds, drowned zombies, and pirates. But when I finally rescued my crew members and got a bigger boat, my adventure truly began. Saving my ship and listening to the crew sing for the first time felt epic. It's a downtown life, not a pleasure life, you can explore London Island, search ruins and other points of interest for treasure chests and other useful resources, and you can also do quests and board ships. Windrose is basically what Skull and Bones should have been. The combat system is Souls-like-ish, and as you can see, the graphics are pretty good. It's an excellent game to play while waiting for that Black Flag remake. But if you're not really into survival games and you don't enjoy chopping down a bunch of trees, unless it's to grab them and smash your enemies with them, then you should play Crimson Desert if you haven't already. This game isn't just massive, it frequently shows you distant landmarks, and here, you can literally go anywhere you see. The world has a lot of verticality, so you can climb around, glide, or even straight up fly. And that makes exploration much more enjoyable. I also like the highly interactive world thanks to some pretty good physics. Now I recommend you only explore the areas you unlock in the main quest first. Otherwise, you won't have much to do. You see, Gwen?
13-year-old girl. Oh my. Where's the rabbit foot? There's no. Come on, please don't. Oh. Michael Jackson. Dead. Oh, this girl's. Oh, get off! Hey, oh shit. I gotta find the game guy. The game that I read it. Even if the guy.
Can I interest you in a nice book?
Oh my god. Don't give me an out. Understand it? Oh my.
Mark them.
Name.
Hang on.
Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. Oh my.
What happened, buddy?
Huh?
What happened?
There's not that many games.
What?
There's not that many games like this.
Yeah, read a book or something. Want to go somewhere today? Since we're both at home.
I want to find a new game that I just played.
What happened?
I need to find a new game because I beat all the games.
Yeah, that's why there's no new games right now. We gotta go.
There's cheaper team games, but I don't know how to get them to them. Because every time I try to search up cheaper team games, they're like, where's the money? But there's like 10 games, right? I'm gonna check out those. Oh, oh crap. Yeah, some of the parts I messed up, yeah.
Healing stream engaged. Did someone call a doctor? Next. Where does it hurt?
boilers. I'm not kidding like this. You better not die. If you got all of this stuff. Oh, you got a bubbler? Nice, got this. This one not sure a lot. You find out like stats so often. What the? What? How does that? This guy only has like an assault rifle and a shotgun.
Yeah.
Uh
oh, he's dead.
dead.
I made a mistake. Wow. You gotta get into position, right?
Nah, bro, it's all
Dang. Chargers.
Yeah, I need to go on your computer. Though.
Oh, hold on.
Teenager games that you can play with your dad. No. Teenager games that you can play with your dad.
Wait, did you have to stop that last one and throw it away? The Bulbasaur? Well, why are you reprinting it? Maybe there's something wrong with the pattern.
No, I accidentally, it's not the pattern, I accidentally touched it.
How did you accidentally touch it?
I don't know.
You were just poking around and you messed it up?
Yeah.
That's pretty smart. It takes two, baby.
Ensure it's not anymore. A Cedar Sinai Connect, DC.
We will give a credit. Nice for you.
Yeah.
Most couch co-op lists are full of garbage that nobody actually wants to play.
Oh,
I've
it takes
suffered
two.
through dozens of these games.
We already have
You
this
don't
game.
have to. These 15 PS5 co-op games won't collect dust after one session. Some will test your friendships. Some might end them. You've been warned. So Split Fiction takes two totally different worlds and just slams them together. One player is running around in a sci-fi universe with lasers and spaceships. The other player? Stuck in a fantasy world with dragons and magic and all that stuff. And you keep switching between both worlds, which sounds super confusing. And yeah, it kind of is at first. Your brain needs like 5 minutes to figure out what's even happening. But once it clicks, oh man, it's actually really cool. The thing I love about this game is it never lets you get bored. Just when you think, okay, I've seen enough dragon nonsense, boom, you're in space dodging asteroids, and you genuinely need your couch buddy to survive. The puzzles are built so one person literally cannot do it alone. Like, you'll be standing on a button in one world while your friend is jumping across platforms in the other world. It forces you to actually talk to each other, which I know is terrifying for some of you. Now, is it perfect? No. Some of the story parts drag on a little too long. There are moments where you're just watching cutscenes thinking, can I please go back to playing? But for a couch co-op game, this is genuinely one of the better ones out there. You and your friend can survive without yelling at each other for 90 minutes. You'll have a great time. But let's be real, someone's gonna yell. I want some swatches.
You don't get it?
Peter, can you move? Move. Here, don't watch it on my phone. Watch it on my phone. Okay, just stand there then, because you're like all over my space again.
What the heck did you do?
If you want to stand a chance, you need to take risks. Just want to save my family.
Alright, let me just say this right now. It
But you
takes
wanna
two
put
might be the
some
best
SXC
couch co-op games ever made.
Did you want
And
to
I don't say
put
that lightly, because I complain about everything. The story is about
Yeah,
two
we can
parents who are
pick.
getting a divorce, and their daughter cries on these little wooden dolls, and magically the parents get
After
sucked
this
into the
game.
dolls. Yeah, it's weird. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but with way more emotional damage. Here's why this game is special. Every single level changes the gameplay completely. 1 minute you're running around as a tiny evil inside a tree, fighting wasps with sap guns. Next minute you're grinding on rails inside a snow globe. Then you're in a pillow fort that turns into a full war zone. It never repeats itself, and that is insanely hard to pull off. Most games find one thing that works and just copy paste it for 12 hours, not this one. Now I gotta warn you, there is one scene with a stuffed elephant that will emotionally destroy you. I'm not joking. Grown adults have cried during that part. My 10-year-old might need therapy after it. Controls feel right. The levels are creative. And playing with someone on the couch next to you makes this 10 times better than any online game that you only played one game from this entire list. Make it this one. I'm serious. Go play it right now. Why are you still watching this?
Wow, I guess it's better than
Way
Split
Out is
Fiction, bro.
basically a prison break movie that you get to play with your friend. And it's made by the same guy
Guess
who
what?
made Takes Two, so you know it's going to force you to cooperate.
Oh, really?
You've got
Wait,
two
what?
guys stuck in prison and they need to escape.
You're kidding.
One of you plays Leo, who's a tough, angry guy. The other plays Vincent,
Hey,
who's a calm,
Vincent.
smart guy.
I want to be a
And the
Vincent.
whole game is split screen,
No, I want to be
even when you're sitting right
Vincent.
next to each other, which honestly takes some getting
So
used to.
what's this thing called again?
You
A
want
way
to
out.
keep flipping to the other person's screen.
A way out? Wait. It takes two as a kid. If this is M for mature,
I want to be the crash
Crash
out.
out. Can I play Vincent because he's my friend? Can I play Vincent?
Yeah, but you can't play this game. Break that before.
Well, what if it's not M for mature?
Did not?
I already. I'm starting to give up.
Never give up.
I don't know what to do. If this is not it, I'm gonna crash out. A way out. Oh, just get, please, let me play the game, okay? If it's ever return crashing out, it's like, oh, yeah. Ah! You've got to be capping right now.
Well, think about it. It's about jailbreak.
And,
Bro. What business does a 9-year-old have breaking out of jail right now, bro?
That's what I'm about to say about Roblox, because Roblox you can play a jailbreak game.
Classic cheating behavior. Now prison escape part. Easily the best section of the entire game. You're sneaking around guards, hiding in laundry carts, crawling through vents, and it feels like you're in an actual movie. But once you break out, the game kind of loses steam. You end up doing random stuff like rowing boats and playing baseball, and you're sitting there going, wait, I thought this was a thriller. It can't decide if it wants to be serious or goofy, but I'll give it this. The ending is absolutely wild. I won't spoil it.
I didn't make
You
it,
know
but
that you and your friend look at each other with your mouths wide open. One of those moments that only works because you're playing together in the same room. Is it as good as It Takes Two? No, but it's still worth playing.
See?
Especially if you
That's
like
the best game, I guess, huh?
arguing about who gets to be the
I mean, according to this guy.
Brother, I don't care.
Hey, YouTube. They're like, you want another ad? You look like you could use another ad. I want another ad.
find out if your friendship is actually real, play over. This game will test you. It will break you. You will scream at someone you love, and you will not feel bad about it. The idea is simple. You're in a kitchen. You cook meals. You serve them before time runs out. Sounds easy, right? Wrong. The kitchens are insane. Some of them are on moving trucks. Some are on icebergs that split apart. One kitchen is literally in the hot air balloon. And you have to chop vegetables, wash dishes, and plate food while everything around you is falling apart. The chaos is the entire point. You'll be yelling things like, I need tomatoes, and your friend will be standing there holding a fish, but doing absolutely nothing useful. Every single order feels like a life or death situation, even though it's just virtual soup. The controls are a little slippery, which means you'll accidentally throw ingredients off the edge constantly. And that's when the real arguments start. But here's the thing. When you actually pull it off and get 3 stars on a hard level, it feels amazing. Like you just won the World Cup of cooking. This version has both Overcooked 1 and 2, plus all the extra content. So there is a ridiculous amount of stuff. Just make sure whoever you play with is someone you're okay with not talking to for a few days afterwards.
That's not even true.
If you grew up watching Ninja Turtles, or even if you didn't, this game is a blast. Shredder's Revenge is an old school beat 'em up, which means you walk to the right and you punch everything in your way. That's it. That's the whole game, and it rules. You pick your favorite turtle, or you can be April, or Splinter, or even Casey Jones, and you just go to town on the footprint. The pixel art looks gorgeous. Like someone took a Saturday morning cartoon and turned it into a video game. Every frame of this thing is working with personality. Now, I'll be honest, gameplay is not super deep. You've got your basic attacks with special moves, and that's about it. If you're looking for something with 100 combos and skill trees, this ain't it. But that's also why it works so well on the couch. You don't need to explain anything to anyone. Hand them a controller, and they'll figure it out in 30 seconds. It's the perfect game when your friend comes over and you've got like an hour to kill. The bosses are fun. The music is incredible. And there's nothing like 4 people on the couch, all button mashing at the same time. Screaming at Shredder. It's short though. You can beat it in maybe 2 hours, which some people complain about. But honestly, I'd rather have a short game that's fun the whole way through than a long game that forces you to sleep.
Bro, this guy is out of control. This guy's channel is out of control right now with the ads. I would unsubscribe to this sticker.
No! You
Massive RPG.
no!
When I say massive,
This is
I
infamous
mean, you can play this game for 300 hours and still
No!
moving your characters around like chess pieces. Except
Technically.
looking them
That's
dead
why my
in the
dad's not
eyes,
gonna buy a
and
$60
then launching their
game.
character off a cliff with a perfectly timed
Don
up.
Curvin.
I didn't think shit.
Oh my god.
I was wrong. Talk to your about today.
Bro, you're not even 50 years old. What the heck?
By 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's a driving simulator. And honestly, they're right. But that doesn't make them any less annoying. This game is gorgeous. The cars look so real you'll want to reach into your TV and touch them. There are hundreds of vehicles in life. The tiny little go-karts, absolute monster supercars, and the attention to detail is ridiculous. Like, switching at low speeds. Nobody asked for that.
The
But
payload
here
has
we are.
reached its
Now, the
destination.
street co-op is fun, but I gotta be real with you. It's pretty basic. You get the track, you get the cars, and you race. That's it. There's no crazy power-ups, no blue shells, no bananas on the road. If you want wacky fun, go play Mario Kart. This is for people who actually want to learn how to drive a car properly.
If your Uncle Cam played this, have you ever thought of that?
Which
It's
means
fun.
when you take a turn too fast, you're going straight into a wall, and there's nobody to blame but yourself. Some people love that. Some people find it boring. I think it depends on how much you care about cars. If you look at a Ferrari and your heart beats faster, this game is your paradise. You look at a Ferrari and go, yeah, that's a red car. Then maybe skip this one. The music selection feature where you can play tunes while driving is a nice touch though. And watching replays of your races in slow motion with the dramatic camera angles makes even a terrible race look cinematic. It's basically car photography in a video game, with some racing thrown in. Rocket League is the smartest game ever made. It's soccer, but with rocket-powered cars. That's the pitch. That's all they have to say. And somehow it became one of the biggest games on the planet. You drive a little car around a giant field and try to hit a huge ball into a goal. Simple, right? Except the skill ceiling in this game is somewhere in outer space. When you first play, you're driving around missing the ball, catching the balls, and accidentally. a sparkly car. The community online can be a little toxic. So maybe stick to couch play with friends. Where the worst that happens is someone throws a pillow at you after a last-second goal. Trust me, this game is pure joy wrapped in absolute chaos.
This guy's insane.
Okay, yeah, let's just play It Takes Two multiverse.
Right?
Yeah, let's play It Takes Two.
Okay.